Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I'm back with another video. So this is the second part to fake friends. I was gonna wait a while to make this video, but something literally just happened to where I'm like, let me put out the second part of this video, because sometimes you have to expose people to let them know that you see what they're doing, you know. I didn't have too many run-ins with fake friends. That's why I don't have any friends, y'all, to be honest. I don't have any friends at this point in time in my life. I don't have any friends. So this story time, I don't know how long it's gonna run us, but I'm gonna try to sum everything up in one video so I don't have to come back with a third part. I'm going to use every instance I ever had to where I felt like a friend was being fake with me, okay? A lot of times we be trying to be a good friend and not try to expose people, not try to put stuff out there, you know, not try to call them out on their BS behavior because we want to be this good friend. We want to be this loyal friend. But sometimes, you know, you got to expose people. And when I say expose, I don't mean airing out this person dirty laundry. I'm not coming on here to talk bad or tell nobody be personal business, okay? Because the way I see it is I have always been a good friend. People, you do one wrong thing to somebody and that person take it and run with it, and they never let it go. So basically, I can't, yeah. Somebody's getting their car, just 1 second. I'm just enjoying this nature view, y'all. This is how I enjoy my summer days. Just coming out here to have some peace and quiet. Stay tuned for the next video of how to cope with the loss of your loved one. That's gonna be a deep video, y'all. For the people who have lost a parent or a close loved one to them, you want to stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be some helpful tips in there to help y'all recover with that pain. But basically, I'm just gonna keep going with the video. So another sign of a fake friend is, I'm gonna go back into it with the social media. They are gonna post a lot of subliminal things online, okay? And so a lot of people may say, oh, that post ain't about you, don't take everything personal, I'm just speaking generally. You know, that's BS right there, okay? I gave y'all the video about how to discern people, okay? How to read a person, read their spirit. I done told y'all before that I can read a person's spirit through their social media page, okay? So when somebody is making subliminal posts, that's another sign of being fake. So that friend that I spoke briefly about in the last video, she made a couple of subliminal posts on her page. And I had to remove her off of my page. Because like I said, I don't really care to feed into negativity. Like if I feel it coming, a lot of times I can feel negativity coming in my direction. I can feel it coming. And so I would choose to just ignore it. And y'all probably gonna think I'm lying about what I'm about to tell y'all right now. Why I made this video about signs of a fake friend. The last video where I said video about signs of how to discern someone, where I said I had a lot of dreams. That one particular friend, I had a dream that she was being disloyal to me, y'all. And it might have been because it was on my subconscious a lot. So, you know, when things are on your subconscious, before you go to sleep, that's what you tend to dream about. But, again, like I said, when I have dreams, a lot of times, it is true to those dreams that I had. So, when I had that dream that she was being disloyal to me, it just didn't sit right with my spirit at all. And so, I'm not going to say specifically what she did, but she put up a subliminal post. She put up some subliminal posts, and I just removed her from my page, you know. I didn't message her to ask her who she was talking about or none of that, you know. I just removed her because it's like This is why I be to myself a lot, y'all. Me making these videos, these YouTube videos, this is like my second love for me. YouTube is my best friend, okay? I can cut on the camera and talk to plenty of people and help people out. I look at y'all like y'all my friends and y'all don't even know who I am. But it just seems like now today, all you really have in this world is yourself. You can't be looking to depend on other people or want people around you all the time, or just want that constant reassurance and that validation from people, because 9 times out of 10 the relationship isn't genuine and it's just not worth it. A lot of times it's not worth saving, it's not worth starting. I don't mind making friends with people, but I have been burnt so many times by different friends to the point where I don't even feel the need to want to make friends now. And I didn't want it to get to that point where in my life to where it kind of scarred. You know, I had somebody say to me one time, he said to me, he was like, something had happened to me where I was doing a good deed and I didn't get rewarded for that or recognized for that. And the dude told me, he was like, don't let that scar your heart. And so I'm gonna use that in this instance when it comes to friends. When you are burnt by so many friends, don't let that be the reason why you can't get out here and make new ones. You know, it's a million people in this world. And I told my daughter this too. When she was going through a certain period of her life to where she was trying to figure out who her friends really was, I was like, look, if you and this friend keep falling out with each other, it's a million friends. It's a million people out here. It's so many other people that you would be friends with. Don't sit up and let this one person upset you or control your life like that. If this person is upsetting you to the point where you coming to me crying about it, then that's not the type of friend you need, you know? And so when I'm giving my daughter this advice, I want to apply it to my own life and to this advice that I'm giving out. And sometimes it just, I'm like, I just be... Yeah, I literally just be trying to be like... I be so lone, like I'm a straight loner, y'all. I'm a loner. Like I listen, when I say I don't have no friends, I don't have any at all. I enjoy my own company. I enjoy being by myself. I have been like this since I was a child, y'all. Like I've had very few friends ever since I was little. I've only really had like 1, 2, or 3 really good friends. But sometimes you outgrow people. That is very true. You outgrow people. Certain people don't need to go on your journey with you or wherever you are going. When you outgrow people, that means that your lives are not aligned with each other. You guys are not on the same page as you once were before. So in this certain instance, I'm going to say that sometimes you just got to leave people where they at, you know? When I made the video about chasing a man, never chase a man, I'm going to say don't chase friends, okay? Don't chase after people, period. It is too much out here in this life to experience, too much of life to live for you to be chasing after people. Another sign of a fake friend, I'll give some more instances. It is so much stuff that happen, y'all. Like, this would be story time after story time. This would be story time after story time in order to get through all of it. But I'm going to try to sum it all up. You're probably like, girl, get to the point. But it's just like when people do certain things, it just kind of make you think like, really? Really? Like, you was this person this whole time and I never knew it. I never knew it. Here I was sitting up here thinking that I was a bad friend for doing this one little petty thing. And the whole time you had been a bad friend through and throughout. Now, what I will say is, we be so caught up on this one bad thing that we did to this friend, to where we excuse the BS that they done did to us over all the times. You know, we done excused all the BS, them that stuff slag so many times. Ain't never confronted this person or talked to them about what they done did to you over time and time and time and time and time again. And when you really look at it, you be like, well, dang, you know, I couldn't have been too bad of a friend. I actually think that I was a good loyal friend, because this person did this and this to me, and you really be sitting back thinking, like, you have to really go back and think, like, dang, you know, when you are cutting somebody out, you are putting together everything that they ever done to you that led up to that point, you know. And I'm just thinking, like, I was thinking that you was my friend the whole time, and you never was. And you never was. Even people have pointed out to you. Family have pointed out to you, like, this person ain't your friend. You know how you go to your family about certain instances that you have with your friends and stuff, and you want their intake. I've heard this before, and I'm always the friend. I'm always the friend to be like, no, that's not how she is. You know, she's a really good friend. She's been my best friend for the longest, and this and that, and she's been here for me and all this and that. And there's certain instances where this person have been here for you, but if the bad outweigh the good, then the friendship is not worth saving, you know. When it comes to, now this is for the people that have became this is for the people who have befriended a friend that they fell out with. This is the aftermath, okay? Some people, when they get rid of a friend, they're done for good, you know. But losing a friend is like losing a bad relationship, a toxic relationship with somebody. It's hard because you have history with this person. It's hard to let this person go, but you have to come to a realization that this person don't belong in your life, you know. And the reason why I'm just sitting here quiet like this and just really tweaked out is because I can't believe that this person had been making subliminal posts and I hadn't even realized it until just now, you know. But enough about that. Another sign of a fake friend is a person that will flirt with your boyfriend or your man, whoever. Boyfriend, husband, person you like, all of that. I had an instance happen where a friend didn't necessarily, well, I will say that they did flirt with my guy. I remember one time my mother came to visit me and my friend was there, and I was living with my guy at the time. And so I was always that type of friend, like super nice. Like, that's the one thing about when you are a nice and loyal friend, you never want to believe that you will have a fallout or anything with your friend. You are always bending over backwards for this person. And this person that I was talking about, I had considered her a best friend. And I used to, when I say best friend, okay, BFF forever. My mother had came to visit me and she told me something. And I remember one particular time my friend had came over to visit and she wanted to borrow an outfit from me. If I keep letting this window up and down, that means it's a big ass bumblebee right here, y'all. Now I'm not trying to let him up in my car. But I remember this was our first, we had a studio apartment, y'all. And so my studio apartment, it's like y'all know how them studio apartments be, they used to be super small. Like, this was my very first apartment, so you know your very first apartment, it ain't really much, you know. I was 19 at the time, and we had a little studio apartment, and the studio apartment was like a hallway, you know. The living room, my living room couch was big, and it was too big for this studio living room. You know, the studio was like a living room, a bathroom, one room, and then a kitchen. That's the whole place. Okay, so that's small. And my mother was visiting at this time. She pointed something out to me, and I had noticed it too right at the time. My mother did, and my mother ended up having to talk with me about it. These are instances where I say I really miss my mom, and I wish she was still here. She always gave me my discernment about people. And we were sitting in this living room, y'all. So I had the couch like facing towards the wall. Now, man, y'all, this studio hallway apartment is small, like it's very narrow. So I'm looking at, you know, my friend, my guy was a barber. So he was cutting somebody's hair, and I noticed that this friend was making googly eyes at him, you know. And my mother looked at me, and I looked at her. You know how you give your mama that look like, did I see what I just saw? Like, Did she really just do that? Me and my mother always had a way of communicating with each other through eye contact, you know. You know how you get eye contact to somebody, you ain't even got to say nothing out of your mouth, but they understand what you're saying through your facial expression. So that's the kind of connection me and my mother had. I miss her so much, y'all. But she had ended up having a talk with me after my friend had left. This friend of mine was basically flirting with my guy, and I was put off by that. You know, I was shocked by that because she had never done this before, you know. A lot of times we don't be realizing the signs of a fake friend. Like, we just be passing it off as nothing, you know. We always be this loyal friend, and they just be doing so much things of betrayal, you know. And so after she left, my mom had pulled me aside and talked to me. She was like, look, she was like, I know that you want to believe that this person is your best friend, but that is not your best friend. My mom literally had a heart-to-heart with me. And so basically my mother, let me just tell you, she used to always love this show, Jerry Springer. She used to watch Jerry Springer faithfully, y'all. Like, that was her show. And so when we was talking about my friend, my mama was like, yeah, I know you want to believe that she is your friend, but she is the type of friend that will your man. She is the type of friend that will sleep with your man and be sorry about it later. Now, if y'all know, y'all have seen Jerry Springer, they always come on there to tell their friend that they slept with their man and stuff like that, and the girl always run off the stage crying, I'm sorry, or her and a friend always end up getting into a fight or something like that. So I see the point that my mother was trying to make, you know, and she was right. She ended up being right. Now, my friend, from my understanding, she never slept with him, you know, but I see the point my mom was trying to make to me, and she didn't have to say it. I already knew what she was gonna say. And that very next day, my friend called me. She had made it a habit of calling me to ask me what my guy was doing, because you know how you call and tell your best friend all your relationship problems or whatever like that. So it was one of those instances. And I started thinking, like, well, dang, you know, it had started getting to the point where I wouldn't even call her. I wouldn't feel comfortable calling her to tell her, you know, my relationship problems, because she was starting to give off signs that she was crushing on my guy. And so after this whole episode with her at my place, and my mother had noticed it, she was making it a habit of when she would call me, she would ask me what he was doing, you know. And I thought that was strange, you know. I immediately picked up a red flag off of that. I'm like, ask me where he at, ask me what he doing. Why you calling me to ask me about my guy, you know? Yeah. When I say I have no more patience with friends, I feel tired even talking to y'all, telling y'all this story. Like, this is not the first and last time I done had a fake instance with a friend where she has done something to stab me in the back. I had ended up, you know, noticing it a lot more, where she'd call, we'd talk for a little minute, and she'd be like, oh, you know, what's going on with you and him? Where's he at? You know how you call your friend and be like, oh, he ain't come home last night, he stayed out all last night, this and that. You get comfortable spilling information. That's another thing. Never tell another woman about your relationship problems. It don't matter what you and your guy going through. Some things you need to keep to yourself, because a lot of people don't have good intentions. You know, they're not there to listen to your problems, you know. A person might listen to your problems, and then they might get curious, you know, and wonder about this person, you know, speaking on. And so I think that's what happened. You know, she got curious about him, and I didn't see. I was being so slow and naive, you know. Most of these friendships I'm telling y'all about, to where I've had fallouts, I was young. So if you are a young woman, you watching my channel, you want your discernment, you want to know if this person is your friend or not, you are hoping that this friend that you have been best friends with this person for a long time. A lot of times you're not going to be friends with the people that you grew up with, you know. They are just there for a certain season in your life. So I'm going to say very bluntly to never get too comfortable, you know, with people. Never give someone the comfortability, because once you do that, once you let your guard down and let them in, open up to them, that is when they're gonna start to betray you. This go back to the spirituality video about people that have a predatory spirit, you know. The devil in disguise, you know, he's not gonna look how you think he's gonna look. He's the master of deception. The devil is sent to you through your friends a lot of times too, you know. All certain different types of people. I'm gonna be repeating myself a lot when it comes to the devil. The devil is gonna be sent to you through different people in your life. And you gotta learn how to decipher who these people are and learn the signs and when to get rid of them, okay? Because they are coming into your life with nothing but bad intentions, okay? They are not there to feed your spirit at all. They are there to take from you. And they are there to destroy. The devil comes to kill and destroy. In this instance, they are just coming to destroy your life, okay? And a lot of times when people do things shady, I don't even look at the person as if they're a person. I look at them as if they're an evil spirit, you know, a spirit sent from the devil. Because that's just really what it is a lot of times. That's why I never really take it personal. I just choose how I deal with this person. I either cut them off or whatever the deal is. But this friend literally set up, and I'm going back to the friend from social media. She literally set up a certain post she had made, kind of struck a nerve with me because it insinuated something of what happened to me. This post that she made related to something that happened to me a long time ago. Now I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but like I said, I'm not coming on here to I'm coming on here to expose fake friends, but I'm not coming on here to be messy, you know. You can't stoop to this person level. I just don't have the energy to do it. I'm out here enjoying this day, looking at nature. This is the view of the nature. This is what's important. I don't even have the energy to talk about fake friends anymore. This is what matters. Life is too short to keep fake friends. You only have one life to live. The smallest things that matter. This is what matters right here. This beautiful view right here. Stay tuned for the next video about how to cope with the loss of your loved one, because that is going to be a nice video. I just think I just found my perfect setting for my nature videos, for my spirituality videos. This is so beautiful right here, y'all. Taking this nature. I came here to give you guys a piece of my mind and to give you a piece of mine. Looking at this nature, taking it all in, thinking, this life that we have, you have to live it to the fullest, and you have to surround yourself with nothing but positivity. People that are going to feed into your life in a positive way, and they are coming into your life to help you prosper. Prosperity, peace, joy, happiness, love, life. That's what's important. No negativity, no fake bags, no fake friends, none of that. You are not going to have a care in the world when you have a peace of mind. When you love and value yourself, your self-worth. When you have self-love and self-worth for yourself, you are not going to have time for fake friends. They are not going to have a place in your life. And when they come into your life, they are going to see that spirit on you, and they are going to leave. They're not going to stay here. When I said in the beginning of the video that certain people don't align with your life, certain people are there for a reason in a season, they are only there momentarily. They're not there to stay. So taking this peace, taking this nature, and hopefully this video helped you. I know you want to believe that this person is your friend and you don't want to let them go because of certain history you have with this person. But think about what I told you about God. In order for you to seek prosperity and blessings into your life, you cannot hold on to bad weight. You can't hold on to bad weight. You can't hold on to bad relationships. Sometime kind of people. Flip-floppy kind of people. People that don't know if they want you in their life. You don't want uncertainty in your life. When it's for you, it's going to flow. There's not going to be uncertainty when it comes to the type of people that you need in your life. The Lord will never see you confusion. Okay? So remember that. And I may possibly come back with a third part to signs of fake friends. But for right now, I think I summed it all up. I don't want to talk about fake friends. Y'all know what fake friends are. It's a plethora of videos on YouTube to where you can search it up. But you might want to hear my saying, so that's why I put it out here. But just focus on the positivity. Another thing, once you come across the signs that you have a fake friend, then leave the situation where it's at. Don't dwell on it. You know, a lot of people, they like to hold on to that negativity and feed into that. That's what the person wants you to do. They want you to feed into the negativity. Don't give them any of your time, any more of your time or attention. Once you see the person for who they are, and you choose to let them go and separate yourself from them, then let it be what it is and let go. This video is about letting go. Letting go of fake friends. Letting go of fake people. Letting go of drama and chaos and just everything that's sent to destroy you, okay? The Lord is never going to see you confuse you. He is going to grant you peace when you ask for it. But you got to be open and willing to receive that peace and those blessings. He's not going to send you what's meant for you when you have too many problems and chaos and sometimes you fake kind of people in your life. That's not what you need. That's all. We'll talk to y'all in the next one.